Okay. Oh man, I just. Ooh, what's up? I'm HypeHype. I play games, make games, and everything in between. And today we're gonna be playing this game. I'm gonna try to get a high score called Ball Rush, and then we're gonna go into it, edit it. Oh man, allergies. Excuse me. Oh man, I should probably have gotten some Benadryl. And okay, looks like let's get that microphone down a little bit. So this is a cool game called Ball Rush that I've played a bunch of times. I think I even have a high score. But this is a shout out to @CypherVast. Check him out. He's got some cool games. I really like this Gravity Square game. This is a good one that he did. Fun, minimal design, and then there's the classic Shootout, which I have a remix of this one. Basically, there's a timer, and then you just shoot. But today, I want to break down Ball Rush, and I've played this game a lot because, again, I try to get the high scores. And let me hold up, move over here, and let's see the volume. The volume, and does the volume go down when I'm speaking? It does a little bit, but okay. So this is Ball Rush. Let's check out the global. Looks like I'm at 5th place. Now, one thing I noticed about this game was how the scoring works, and I can't remember exactly right now, but we're gonna play it, and we want to pay attention to when the score goes up, because there's like a trick to it. And yeah, you know, when you're trying to get the high score to a game, you gotta pay attention to all the little tricks. Let's jump into it. So, love the control on this. It's like a tap left, tap right, and there's no button icon, which I'm a fan of. It just reminds me of like all the standard mobile games you see on the App Store and Play Store. And there's a lot like this that just use simple mechanic. And I'm gonna try to remix this. We're gonna break this down, see how what does what, and then try to remix it and maybe do something similar, or maybe not. We'll see how far we get. All right, let's go. How far you can go. And this is all done on the UI screen, I believe, along with the ball movements. So let's hit play. Overall, we got pretty straightforward. I think there's like 6 different obstacles or maps. I think it's every time we hit a ramp, the score goes up. So if we miss a ramp, like right there, then the score does not go up. And this is, again, super important to know, because if you're like me and you like getting high scores, then you need to know how the game mechanics work. And to be honest, the first time I played this game, and this is one of those games that is great because you can play over and over again trying to get a high score. But the first time I played this, I had no idea, and I was just trying to survive and go as long as I could. But now that I understand how scoring works, and I just remembered I wanted to also play this on TikTok. Let's move this up here. And let's try to get a high score. Again, this is Ball Rush by HypeHype, who has some great games on HypeHype. Let's retry it. High score right now it's 23. I think. HypeHype, that dude's intense. He's got 64. I mean, I can get 60. Well, let's play. So the big thing is that the score goes up or down. Ooh, that was bad. And what I would do to this game is I want to add a little bit more bounciness. Maybe make the ball shorter. So actually, I'm gonna take notes of things that I think could be done to this game, and whether or not I do them will remain to be determined. But I think it's important to take notes. So smaller ball, write that down. Bouncier. Is that I don't think that's an actual word. All right, let's check it. So we know that the score. We know the score goes up when you hit a ramp. Super important. And I think one of the things I enjoy most about this game is it reminds me so much of the games you see on the App Store and Play Store. Oh, my hand was tapping. I was tapping. Simple gameplay. Like, everyone is always trying to make things super complicated. And when you make games, yeah, it's cool to make complicated stuff, but you can get the simple stuff done. Okay, we gotta stay away from those arrows because we want the ramps. That's how we get the score. High score is 65. High score is 65. We were playing this on HypeHype, which is a cool app that lets you make and play games. Oh, and there's this new side view, the scroller. This thing I was totally confused about, but you can scroll it now. I think that update just came out today. And yeah, we're gonna go and make, oh crap, we're gonna go and remix that game as soon as I get a better score. Look at the hierarchy, and Ball Rush creator is HypeHype. Dude's got some dope games, so be sure to follow him on HypeHype, and let's get back to it, okay? HypeHype, man, how did he do it? How does HypeHype do it? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. That dude is a beast in HypeHype. He's got all the high scores. I like to be in all the top 10, top 5, whoa, I should have died there. Okay, so that's another thing about this level, is that you can technically run off the edge of the earth and then come back. These are just like the little tricks you need to know, and I'm skipping the arrows because we want to get the high score. And the way the mechanics work in this game is by the level score going up every time we hit that ramp. Notice, focus. So if I go up here, I miss the ramp and I don't get that score, which, why am I playing this if I can't beat HypeHype in the high score? Okay, doing good. And then, when I remix this game, definitely gonna add color. I really like the particle effect. Notice the particle effect happening right there. I think it could, 22, I almost beat my high score. That particle effect could be better, could be cooler. Right now, it's straight up particles, but you could actually spawn balls and make it get smaller. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. I've spent time trying to remix this game, and do little things to it. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do some stuff today. Mainly, the easiest thing would be to change the color, make the ball smaller, and yeah, I'm not sure. I think I would also have a timer be the score. Right now, the score is based on how many times you hit the ramp. But I'm a big fan of having a timer as the score because that kind of implies distance. And having a timer implies distance, and yeah, it's a great way to have the leaderboard show who is the best or who has the longest time. And then if you're like really good, then oh crap. Okay, focus. Okay, whoa. And we are not even at 10 yet, so this is the easy stuff. Let's get to 10. Okay, and there's only, I want to say 6. I was reviewing the details of how this game was made before this live stream, because sometimes I just jump in these live streams and I just like, and I'll just wing it and I'll just like go with it. But yeah, I think there's 6 different obstacles. Let's take a look right now because we're in HypeHype and you can make and play games here. So hit cancel and let me. Okay, so first of all, this scrolly thing is brand new and oops, let's go to reset view. It seems to always show at the bottom, but I'm always using the undo and the logic. So first, let's go add the background a little bit more, and I'll show you background. Nope, that's the wrong background. Nope, that's the, here we go. Edit. Let's make this gray. Gray, oh, no, gray and gray. Okay, so here we have, oh, come on, tappy tap. HypeHype, you can make and play games on your phone. So here is one obstacle, and I don't know why the other obstacles are not showing, but that's okay. Again, I was in here earlier. So all these objects are reusable items. So we have a ramp. So there's the ramp, and if I touch this and I try to look at the advance, it crashes. I don't know why I did that, just to show you what not to do, I guess. HypeHype is still new, it's still in beta, and yes. So they're trying to make it better every day, but it's a work in progress. And I have a new video talking about the multiplayer that was just set up. So there's a lot of features they're working on. Same dudes that made Badlands and Rumble Star Brawls and all those amazing games. Let's look at this. But they didn't make this game. This game was made by a creator like you or me. But this, I mean, my games are a lot more simple. This, I mean, I've made a game like this before for the App Store and Play Store, so it's not impossible. Okay, so here we got the ramp. Don't look at the advance of that, because I believe what it is this ramp. If I hit the advance, there's a collision trigger that causes the force to go up, and something's up with it. Something's up with it because it causes everything to crash. So this is a left. So this is another random ramp that can appear. So 2 triangles. Again, I'm not sure why it doesn't show automatically. I think it has to do with the new update or something. So these are reusable items. In HypeHype, you have reusable add-ons and I think containers is, but they're used for separate things. Reusables, like here the ramp. There is, where is it? This random dice randomly rolls a number from 1 to 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And then we can see it goes through the compare, and then from there, that object spawns. Follow it all the way over here. Again, just dabbling into a little bit of how that game was made, because yeah, want to get a high score, you need to know how things work. I guess you don't need to know how everything works, but it definitely helps you anticipate what will come next. So there's I believe 6 different obstacles that can come. But the main thing is the points. You gotta get points. And you get the points by touching the ramp. I think when I remake this game, by hitting the remix button, which is available for every game. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, okay, focus. Less talky, more focus. I was like looking over to the left, and I am live on the YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So hopefully eventually I can be able to see the chat going on in the TikTok. Okay, every ramp I hit is a point. Okay, and that's like a left, right, left. So if this game only uses 6, I mean it could even be 8. 6 to 8 different ramps that could appear, and that gotta mean I can do it too, right? Remix this game in my own way. Come on, let's get beat 23. Okay. Big thing about those is you gotta see which way they're going, and then kind of maybe go in that direction. If you want to go towards the movement, or towards the direction that. Oh crap! Whoa! Okay. We got a new high score. Okay, but we need to get 65. Get the highest score. Can't let HypeHype keep thinking he's the high score. Oh crap! Okay, 34 is good. 34. Where are we ranked? Yo, what's up, babe? Bro, welcome. I don't know if you saw or you just got here, but I'm now 3rd place in the global. I don't know if you played Ball Rush by Cypher Vast. You should definitely check it out. And, you know, try to get a high score if possible. We got Luke King up in the house. He has 18. He's up there. Choco Nut. I've seen Choco Nut all over the place with his high scores. Vaughn. I've seen Vaughn too. Yeah, looks like busy, but I at least want to get 2nd place. So the thing to know about this map is the score happens when you hit the ramp. That's why when I remix this game, I'll probably use a timer. And the timing setup I use is very similar to Frosty's soccer practice. I have a YouTube video breaking that one down. Oh crap, we don't want to go up. We don't want to go up because going up means we miss the ramps. Yo, what's up, PT Jones? I mean, when it comes to HypeHype, I try to give him a run for his money. Oh crap, there was some chat and I can't. I'll go back and read that in a second. Karina. Okay, what? Oh yeah, cool, man. Thanks for hanging out, babe, bro. Thanks for saying what's up. I appreciate you. Yeah, PT Jones, you can't just let HypeHype get all the 1st place. That'll go to his head. So we gotta humble him and let him know there are other contenders. Oh, don't get the ramps. No, get the ramps, don't get the arrows. Someone's killing me. These walls. So yeah, I like the particle effect. I'm not sure where the particle effect exists. I've actually looked for it, and I do think it could be smaller, or like a ball, or just like another. I mean, I like the particle effect. I just think it's a bit much. Like if it was a little bit less, that would be cool. Let's try to get at least 35. I think I could do 65. I can. Yeah, let's just focus. Oh, whoa. Skip the shortcuts. Whenever we see the moving wall, we want to move towards the direction that the wall is moving away from. No! Yeah, this game reminds me of like classic, just games you would see on the App Store. I do wish that there was like, so right now this is the tap left, tap right. I'm a big fan of just like a single tap or just like a movement tap, but the controller joystick right now I don't think is like the best. Ugh. Ooh, he's my tonality. Okay, I'm alive. Conversations and talking. What was I talking about? Oh, what the? Okay, so the tapping. Yeah, I wish there was like a movement. Whoa, that was super close. Move the balls without the rotating joystick, but using one finger. And I think yeah, if you've played games on the App Store, Play Store, you'll see that ability a lot. I'm sure I can figure out how to do it in HypeHype eventually, but yeah, it's just like when you move a ball, and I wonder if I have any of my old games in here. No. But that's okay. There's still other mechanics that I think work well in terms of touch, and the character will move there. I do think that there could be a better, basically just moving a ball in a 3D world. Even let's just say X and Z, and Y could be dynamic. You know, how would it work? It's like where the system would register where you touched, and then if you move it left or up, then that would equate to a Z movement or a X movement. Oop. And again, without the standard rotating circle thingy. And that's primarily because you don't see those in games or hyper casual games on the App Store. Oh crap, oh, that was close. Okay, so we're getting close to 25. And now we just need to focus. I'm gonna talk less, hopefully. We want 65. Then I'm gonna remix this game. First thing we're doing is changing colors. Oh ho ho ho! Come on. Come on. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm going. I'm in the middle. But yeah, we got it. Oh, Magic 42. Oh, ooh, that was too close. Oh man. Okay, we gotta hit these ramps. Hitting the ramps is where the that was too close. Oh, the microphone just fell. The microphone just fell. Oh no, what? No, oh my gosh. What are you doing, Yeti microphone? That's okay. That's okay. 40, 45. It's 20 away from the new high score. And yeah, so this has got 6 separate options for what obstacle will show up. We got the 2 arrows, we got the wall, we got the tunnel wall, and so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the steps for the zigzag. I'm trying to count and dodge at the same time. That is not as easy. Oh, yes. What? Okay. Yeah, so screaming like a child definitely helps me move better, so I will say that. Voluntary. Yeah, love this mechanic. Just tap, tap, left tap, right tap. This is good for so many different games. And here we're just moving a ball in the direction, but I mean, this is like one of the most classic. Oh crap! Classic mechanics in terms of movement in mobile games. Left tap, right tap. Standard. I do prefer single tap games. Ugh. Whoa, I tapped and it didn't move. I don't know what happened there. Okay, focus. Get. Watch. The line. Stay away from the arrows. We gotta hit the ramps to get the points. That's how the. No! Take a look at that leaderboard. I'm at number 2. Oh, I got a 50? Oh man, I didn't even know that. Okay, so I got 50. HypeHype, man, that dude is just always number 1. But today, he will be number 2. As soon as I beat that score, we're gonna remix this game, and I'm gonna just basically take this game, add some colors to it. I do like the that's called skill. I like the black and white. Oh my gosh, I just think the black and white could be done with less shade or less shadow. Fun fact, people in Europe don't say shade, they say shadow. They're like, I'm gonna go hang out in the shadow if it's a sunny day. I don't know why. I think it's a British thing, maybe the British don't have it. Anybody knows, let me know in the comments. From my experience. Whoa, boy, okay. Again, I'm thinking like maybe make the ball smaller. The size does work though. I mean, we're missing the ramps because we're skipping the arrows because the ramp, hitting the ramp with the ball is what gives us the points, and we are going for high scores here. We're not going for, I don't know, looking cool or going up the arrows. No, hitting the ramp. Oh crap. Okay, so what? 6 different, so 1, 2, 3, 6 different chances, obstacles, and yeah, I'll probably use some more rounded, whoop, that was close, rounded objects. I just like rounded objects a little bit better than I do uh, flat or square objects. And there's a lot of platform things we can add in HypeHype. The new video coming out later this week where I basically go through a bunch of the assets on the asset library. Which if you've never done, definitely check out because a lot. Or just watch my video. No! Okay. Okay, now I'm just making amateur mistakes here. Oh man, I had to itch my nose. Ah! That was it. The hand was too far. Okay. We need to beat the high score, and then we will remix this game, change colors. I'm not sure if I like the snow particles. I think they're better than nothing. You can even make those particles lines. Cool. Aurora Borealis like particle effect. And we are skipping the arrows because we are going for the high score, and we get the score counter is done by hitting the ramps, and we just missed one ramp. That's okay. I think when I remake this game, I'm going to add a timer for the score. Intense. Okay, now we gotta go into super focus time. Oh, whoa, that was too close. We can do this. We can do this. The ramp. I got confused. Was I supposed to zig or zag? Type C, what do you think about the new update? It took me a while to find all my side buttons. I was panicking for a bit. Oh yeah, dude, I was super panicking. Like, and I get that there's an icon to show, like, if you look, there's a little tab that you can see how things are moving. I think this is cool. But yeah, the hamburger menu, I think one of my biggest issues I notice is like when I'm in developing and yeah, I always have to tap. I wish I had a faster access to the hamburger menu. Because like if I'm in the thick of it, if I'm like trying to like, I don't know, do some stuff. I feel like the hamburger menu takes me a couple seconds. But again, it's just new. It's just like everything is just so new. And like there's like these plus symbols now. I've seen, like, I don't know what these plus symbols mean. I've seen them with negative symbols. And yeah, but overall, I think it looks great. I really like the, what is it? The trending section. I kind of do wish that the multiplayers were not in the trending or something like that, because yeah, I don't know, but it's cool. It's cool that they got multiplayer. Well, they have the trending section. I think that, like, I would love to see a trending section for like this week, this month, and like total, because some of these games have just, I don't know, so good. They're so like this one that some kid made, like this is the coolest, simplest game. And that reminds me, did I ever release my game of this? I made a video for TikTok. I don't know if I ever released the game itself. No, I didn't. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I made this for TikTok, or just like making a video or whatever. Let's go ahead and just publish that. Is there a time? I think there's a timer. So edit, save, continue. Flying watermelon. Watermelon in Korean is called suba. It's one of the only Korean words I kept with me as a child. Flying watermelon. And competitive, casual, and what other categories? Racing, maybe? No. Casual, competitive, maybe arcade. Only 3 categories. Okay. I don't know if this is arcade. Whatever, I'm gonna post it. I should have had some titles, but whatever. Maybe I'll take a day and I'll just like have cooler thumbnails or something. Let's go back to Ball Rush. Okay. Ball Rush is here. Oh. Ooh. Crap. Yeah, getting used to it takes, I mean, you can see where they've gone and made things a little bit nicer, but things could always get moved around. Perhaps it would be nice to see a more personalized trending list, a bit like how Netflix shows movies or TVs that you might like. Yeah, I actually think that's brilliant. That's probably something, I mean, more when they have more data on all the different, like, when there's like a crap ton of games in the future. I mean, because there's only going to be more games, right? So having the hashtags, having the hashtags in the games, or even, what is that they have on Netflix? Although every time I use it, it's horrible. It's the play something. They should have something like that. Well, I guess you can just find something to play by scrolling though, right? Although sometimes, I think the scrolling, it's, I guess it's just hit or miss. But again, I think a lot of that kind of stuff, they just need more daily active users. Like if there was like 1 million daily active users, they would get so much data. So hopefully they're just setting everything. Hopefully they're setting everything up to be able to get the data that they need to figure out, you know, what people like. Like when I think of HypeHype, I think multiplayer games, or just having a single place where people can go and play games, like not even make games, is a huge entry for HypeHype. And I think right now they're trying to get people who, who are down to play games and make games. But most people, especially when it comes to, like, the thing with hyper casual games is hyper casual games generally, I like to look at it like they're for noobs and for experts. And that's what kind of makes it, oh crap, ooh, fun, because an expert can play the same game as someone who is brand new. It'll just have completely different scores at the end. And that's kind of why it's like your friends list is also kind of cool in terms of the leaderboard. Oh, I thought that was a Donna. You're in the 30s, time to extra focus. Oh, that was super. Okay, I'm just looking a little further down this time. Button got stuck. I was hitting the button. It got stuck. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. 36. Maybe, which is second place is good. I think I'll try one more time. By the way, got some serious multitasking proneness, commenting and playing at the same time. Yeah, that's the trick is to just hit replay and keep going. Yeah, like if this ball could bounce a little more, that would be great. But, we can't let Snipe Viper keep having all the first place in all the games on HypeHype. He has all the first place games. And, he needs to share. Sharing is caring. And I just gotta work to get to first place. Yeah, there's a lot of games like this on the App Store. Got a ball moving. Oh crap. Man, that was close. Like, the App Store these days, it's a tough place to be, man. Like, it's a super saturated market. I'm glad HypeHype is around, so I don't have to worry about. I can just focus on making games. I used to spend so much time like taking screenshots, doing SDKs. Like I would literally spend months to make a single game, and then I would spend like a month to just get like all the stuff correct. And then when I published on the Google Play Store, I couldn't even update. Well, I could update it until I lost the key. Not the best. Okay, doing good. I think this is it. I think this is gonna be the one. Oh ho ho ho. And we are hitting the ramps and not the arrows because the ramp is where the score goes up. You want to pay attention to how the scoring system works if you're trying to beat Snipe Viper in the top spot for the leaderboard. Should say HypeC. That's me. I think we got 50 before. Find a competitive gaming. Breathing is essential. Oh crap! Okay, we didn't need to do that. Oh man, my eye's itching. My eye itches. My eyelid itches. Yeah, okay. Ugh. It was the itching eye. How long did 40 take? Okay, so I have been doing. I'm trying to get that first place for like almost 40 minutes. This is the last one. Oh, scratching the face. And my ear itches like. What is it when all these random things trying to get the mind's attention and you're just trying to focus, getting that high score, getting to my life. I also find these games super meditative. Like, I don't know if you meditate, I meditate a lot. Been meditating ever since I was a kid. That's because of Taekwondo. I once had to meditate for 9 hours. It was like a 30-minute break session in the middle. 17. Basically, you meditate for 9 hours, you can do it in minutes. That's it. Woohoo! Oh! That was fun. Oh yeah, the music. I actually can't even hear the music. I don't know why. And I actually turned off the background music. Yeah, I'm curious to see if it does intensify. Well, that would have to be programmed in, right? You can increase the speed. We are hitting the ramps. No. Okay, you know what? I'm over it. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna just let's hit the remix button. Hit cancel. And first things first is light. Let's light up the background. Everything is just like pitch black, and you can't see. You can't see in the dark. Okay, and then we have the main things here is the 7 reusable. This one doesn't look like it has a name, but it's called, yeah, let's just. Try to grab just, okay, so we got all these components in here. There we go. And this is called, let's call it wave cube. Because the cube is waving back and forth. We got the standard cube, we got the wave cube. For this object, oh, and we can't change some of the objects because it will cause the game to crash. Okay, so I said one of the first things I want to do is, oh yeah, this. I want to take this and I want to spin it this way. Like that's an easy thing to do. Let's make sure, I don't know, at a Z of 90. And I don't want to change the color or have something there to help show that the ball is moving. Meditation, that sounds like a great tip for game design. I mean, yeah, man, it's like finding the flow on certain games. Specifically, I think I was playing the Snake Runner, got a new high score on that as well. This is let's see if there's any kind of assets that have. There's a bunch of new assets. Oh, dude, I was thinking, what game am I working on? Um, yeah, no, synth would be cool. Yeah, why don't we? I mean, the cool thing with the synth is like you can just add things like a palm tree, but you just make it neon colors. Like that's the cool stuff. So here, I think the biggest thing is let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't change these to a synthwave. Okay, so it failed to change. Let's. All right, well, hold up. Let's. Okay, so I'm looking at these blocks and I'm just checking out the dimensions. Maybe we can change this ball. But what happened to that? I mean, it works. Okay. I wanted to mess with the colors. And if I go here, see, I got a lot of HypeHype stuff going on. Here we go. Yeah. Here. Go like that. Oh, okay, so it's on top. And go to the visual. And let's grab a black. And I'm gonna hit copy that over there. Okay. Split screen, visual, black copy. And we want the diffuse to be all the way black. Let's make this one like a blue. And then the rim and the shyness of this looks the same. The shininess is all the way back. And this is what I do to try to get that cartoony effect, which I am a huge fan of. Yeah, we can see it right there. And let's change that color to blue. Yeah, that looks great. And let's kind of do the same thing for the white. But again, I want a different object. What do you call this? This is, let's do platform. Maybe donut? Maybe, do you call it a donut? This one could kind of work. Yeah, fucking changing the leaderboard to make it more time focused is a great idea. Yeah, maybe I should do that right now instead of trying to focus on the look. Um, I like this ground tile set, so maybe I can try to bring it into the game. Is it like a cone? No, a cylinder. Cylinder. Oh, you know what would be cool? A chainsaw. Not a chainsaw, but just a saw blade. Yeah, here we go. We have a saw blade. Yeah, this is totally cyberpunk, I think. Okay, so XY coordinates is 0, 10.4. This will just be there to look cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the ball. Okay, and then we should just be able to have the X, Y, and Z be at 0, 0. Okay, and then we want to make it a little bit bigger. I think 0.5 might be too big. And wait, is it spinning in the right way? Yeah, it's spinning in the right way. Okay, cool. And actually, I want to make the ball a little bit smaller. So let's do 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. And then the orange doesn't have that cartoon color look that I am a fan of. But I think no, not physics, visuals. And let's go to all this blue tune, like cartoon, but and let's copy. And let's go to like an orange. Actually, I feel like a reddish pink would be more punk. Cool. And then also, I think the visual of this. Pink tune. Copy that, and then we're gonna get just like a white. Yeah, and we want this white to be like that, because right now this white is your classic white. Notice the shading effect, but we're gonna do this, and now it's got this. Oops. Yeah. Still gotta figure out the particle effect. And I noticed. Let's go and look at the material. Oh, I keep looking for the wrong place for. Okay, there we go. Right, okay, and then there's background music. Okay. Materials, physics. That naming convention, I feel like physics, the material is under physics material, but I like this is just the materials. I feel like that naming is confusing for me. And we have bounce and we have heavy. I thought this was dynamic default. Okay. So let's go ahead. Physics. Okay, again, well, it says materials right underneath there. So that's dynamic. We said default, right? So let's go default. Let's copy this. And the thing with bouncy is the restitution is what makes it super bouncy. So let's go here and let's move this restitution to 95. And then it should have all the same physics. Except bouncier. Let's see how that works. Okay, definitely getting more hang time. I think I need to make it heavier though. Density, let's go 1.5. Let's see how that looks. Oh, look at that. So that's cool. Okay, let's see if we can't. I think I'm gonna hold off on the setting up the timer and just kind of do visual effects. Just because making things look pretty is kind of a little bit easier, and well, I mean, setting up a timer isn't difficult. I just don't want to mess up any current. Let's do this first. I get sidetracked. Okay, our visual material. So I'm gonna want a black for this as well, and well, we have a pink, so let's copy this black, and maybe do it for a yellow too. Let's take a look. Come on, there we go. Rim is good, and the shininess is, we remove the shiny. That's how you get things to look more cartoony like. Black, yellow. You should have like a cyan type of blue. Let's see what we got here. Let's go. No. That black is not, well, maybe, hold on. Let's see if it's, so sometimes black is like super dark and sometimes it's shiny. So it's always good to test the blacks to make sure they look the way you want. And that's not bad. Yeah, when bugs become a feature, that's how you know you're making games. Okay, these particle effects, I don't even like them. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up, let's. So the issue is I can't replace these objects. And I'm not, this just looks like a regular object. So let's see, what about this one? Right. These are all white. Maybe they're all platform. Let me try this work. Yes, but that doesn't look good. So let's see if I can't copy this and then duplicate it on top of this one, which I think is the one that spawns. Yeah, and this goes all the way. Okay, so this is like 3 different. Yeah. Perfect. And then if I can paint this on top and then glue it to the object. Maybe. See if that does anything. Oh no, okay. For some reason I have this object set to a light gray. Okay, so we just have to add the grid to everything, which is fine. It looked like it works here. I suspect we can do it in more places. Out of curiosity, what would you say is your biggest challenge when remixing? I would say my biggest challenge is not to break anything. a lot of times I have no idea what's going on. So I try to, like, the two steps that I do. One, I try to understand what's going on. Like before this live stream today, I examined this hype, and I examined this hype multiple times before. And apparently all the times that I did it before, I never really paid attention to the fact that there were only like 6 or 7 things that you can do in terms of what obstacles come at you. So for me is when I don't understand how something works, which is most of the time, and even like there's like spawning nodes specifically to spawning with an interval and a random location that for whatever reason I just have extra difficulty. I just can't seem to get things to work the way that I want to. So yeah, but then the upside to that is I just try to be adaptable, right? Like, so if I can't get something to work exactly the way that I want it, I can find something that is able to, you know, I basically like move my goal, and then I'm able to like get something close to what I'm at or trying to go for. So yeah, my biggest challenge is not knowing how something works and then trying to get it to work in a similar way, or, you know, whatever. Okay, so here we got this cube, and we should definitely add a, I don't know, a cyberpunk cactus. Is there a cactus? Cacti? Do we not have cactuses? Plants. I swore I've seen a cactus before. Maybe that was a cactus character. Try plant. Oh yeah, there's cactus. Kind of want to add, there's like a almost a cyberpunk triangle. That would be cool for this one. Cool, now we just need to change. Oop. Make you less skinny. Okay, cool. And I think it's just vector. This has a vector transform, but we also want it to rotate. I see. So when creating hypes, it's also important to think about other people who would like to remix it while leaving comments behind and trying to keep the code as clean as possible. So for me, that's like something I definitely do not do. Well, that's not something I do on my first time around. So usually I'll have like multiple different steps. So step one is to whatever the game mechanic I want to do, have that working properly. Step two is probably trying to set up some kind of competitive, having like a leaderboard and stuff like that. Because once you got the game mechanic, that's the biggest, right? You get the game mechanic, and you can polish it. You can do the other stuff. The leaderboard stuff, that's great. Keeping things super nice and helpful for other people. So like sometimes I'll go in and I'll make a hype and I'm like, okay, this hype, I want it to be kind of like a template. So I'll keep that in mind. And then some of the times I'm just like gung-ho-ing it, just trying to make something work. So, and honestly, I do that more often because it's like being lost in space and you're just trying to figure out how to get to where you're going. Whereas since other times I'll go in and I'll make sure everything is like set up nice and easy to find, because I think that it'll be easier for someone to remix. But I also think when it comes to remixing, we're just on like the cusp of it, like, because eventually games are gonna be like remixed of a remix of a remix, and the fact that you can even go back into older games and update them is really cool. So yeah, I should do more in terms of leaving comments and or clean code behind. But I think a lot too here, like you just spend time try to see how things are done, and then like here it's basically these compare nodes. I don't know if I've gone over this. I don't think I have, or maybe I have. We have this random node, 1 of 6. So that's how I know that there's 6 different obstacles that may appear. And so whatever the number, compare is like, okay, so if the number is a 1, it goes to all of these, and when that number is equal to 1, so here, this one's 0, so this one doesn't even get exercised, which is, what is this spawning? I don't even know. Oh yeah, this is up left. Okay, so up left. That one's probably up right. Okay, so when this value is 5 and this value is 6 and they're equal, then this is spawned. Yeah, I do think that there's some things, the more I learn and get better with HypeHype, then everything I make becomes cleaner. So like the switch node, I've been using the switch node for everything. I love the switch node. I think it's great. So where I apply the switch nodes in like reusable objects, that's super clean. But when I'm trying to get stuff to spawn, because I'm just going to like get it done, then that may be unclean. Wait, did that switch object or what? What's up? Okay, so that's not working. Alright, let's just see if we can't add floors to all of these. Delete, duplicate. Oops. So first we got to put this in the container. Okay, so now it's in there. We want it, let's barely. Still not a fan of that black. I want it to be a blacker black. Let's see if this works. Okay, it does not seem to show. That's cool. The ball, like the wave. What object was that? Oh yeah, we need to glue it. There we go. Now it's glued. Definitely like the way the ball looks. A little bit more bouncy, but we're not seeing that object here. And it's because it's not in there, which I thought, okay, undo. All right. Go, ramp, nope. Two-line obstacle, nope. Big cube, yes. So we grab this, and we move it. I'm trying to get it in there, which I thought it was. Okay, group. Object has no parenting, okay. All right, let me duplicate this. Let's try it again. Let's get this inside. We can't. Can you not put tile maps inside or containers? I guess not. Well, oh crap. I just saw another tile map there too, so I wonder if that was in. Okay, let's go up here. Close HypeHype, and we're gonna reopen it in a second. Okay, logic on, and let's go back to here. And I'm gonna duplicate this, delete this one, and can I put that in there? Come on, we're not going inside. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do to change this ground. And I'm going to use this as a measuring tool so we can see how deep. Yep. Undo, undo. So right now I'm just trying to get the length. That's basically the length. Okay. So we change this object. Any of these? This one's kind of cyberpunky. Yeah, maybe we just change it to a rug. a cyberpunk rug. And blue, black. Like this. None of these colors are too great. Let's try it. Let's see how it looks there. Okay, so, oh, so look, I can see the floor. I think the floor, I think these are like taking over for the floor. The PT Jones, I also believe it's extremely handy, especially for beginners, to be able to see how experienced creators such as yourself create or remix hype. Oh, thanks, man. I actually don't. I think of myself as kind of like a beginner, but like a tenacious one. In fact, it's thanks to rewatching hype tutorial vids and your breakdown ones that I've learned so much. I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of that is my ability to edit, because like, I don't know if you ever watched some of the videos that I've made, if you look at the timestamps. So yeah, it's, I mean, like, the game development in terms of the live streams, which here I'm like struggling and trying to figure out of how, what is working where. When editing videos, it's super easy to make it look seamless, and it's actually done that way on purpose. And yeah, it's nice because those videos are, for the most part, pretty smooth, as in it shows you, you know, you do these certain steps. And I also think in the videos there's a lot of me to kind of like figuring out what I'm supposed to do. It just looks more streamlined. And yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, you know, when it comes to making games. I think it's not having the answers that makes making a game easy. It's the persistence of continuing to try and trying something in a different way. Like, that to me is what really makes like a game designer or game developer, because you know, we live in a world where everything is changing all the time, and so being about making games, you know, you're gonna always have to push yourself. And yeah, not being comfortable in the uncomfortable of not knowing exactly how to do something but trying it anyways, like that to me is more valuable than actually knowing how to do something. And that's probably because I don't actually know how to do some things, but I'm trying, you know, I'm taking time to figure it out. And yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I really enjoy editing, because it's kind of like a hack. Because while I'm like, let's say a 20-minute video that I have edited on YouTube could easily take me like 2 hours to make. And again, a lot of that's just like filming. Okay, so like when I'm filming, I'll say something. Like the last video I released that came out on Saturday, I had to do the voice like 3 times because the microphone was so bad. And yeah, basically when I'm doing something, I'll do and say it like 3 or 4 times just so that the microphone gets it, and just so visually it looks good, and that adds a lot of time. But yeah, it makes for better video. And right now, it looks like I can't get rid of the white floor. That's glued. So what if I make this go higher? Nope, you're not doing that. Okay, undo. And now this is underground. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's like a glitch. Paint, erase. I think I am going to remove this ground and replace it with like one of those rugs that we discovered. Fine. Let's see, this is at 0. So if I move it here, okay. Doing all this to get the correct measurements. Okay, let's move that back to 0. And we can erase. And this could be cool. I don't know about the feathery. All right, let's just test that to see. Okay, so some of the overlapping colors are causing issues, which makes sense on why the basic color is on top of, or the white platform on top of another white platform doesn't cause any color issues. Oh, I wouldn't mind a behind the scenes vid full of bloopers. Sometimes I put some bloopers at the very end of the video, but yeah, I should like save them because there's a lot. There's a lot. Like even the inhales and the exhales, I edit those out. I have like a weird thing. If I talk, there's like a occasional squeaky noise comes out. I don't know what that's about, but it's probably in this video. Okay, so that's not gonna work. No, and this one's too small. Yeah, that looks kind of weird. All right, let's just do a bunch of undos. Okay. Got the white cube. I want to look at the smoke. Yeah. Right. So here, let's make this 2. See how that looks. X particle. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Maybe we make it blue. And then it fades to pink. That sounds cyberpunky. Size could be a little bit smaller. Try that. And it's a little bit too blue. Don't really see it fade in that object. That's all these green lines are for the placement of placing an object here. And I'm curious, do these move? Where's the ball? Let's see what we got going on over here. Got particle 9. I think that's the ball or the no, that's the snow. Okay. We got some text over here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, so everything for the leaderboard is coming out of the ball, execute, enabled, score, all in the ball. Okay, here we go. If something collides with the light gray destroyer, leaderboard entry. Output. Let me got the timer. Then text, always have text. When you got a time node, you probably want a text node. Time. that timer. And this, I believe, is the number of the time you hit the ramps. Let's move that to the bottom. I'm gonna delete this probably. I just don't want to delete it just yet. Okay, so we're gonna have the play. So this is good to do something I haven't done before, but this here text. One of these is a play button. So play. Play, text to play. All right, play on start. Go over here. Execute on. I think that starts the timer. Turn it off. Okay, and then we just need to go into the ball. Wait, we need the leaderboard. The leaderboard's over here. And how is it set up? It's like on output end. Score. And I'm going to delete this. Then I'm going to do save. Do whatever. Here we want the leaderboard, highest number set to, yeah, highest number time. Do save as draft. Okay, looks good. Got 3 seconds. Okay, so the score is still on the old scoring system. Once multiplayer is officially released, any plans on adding multiplayer support for Fall Dudes or perhaps create an entirely new Fall Dudes game around it? Oh yeah, man. I mean, there's a, I was thinking about multiplayer and there's a couple things that I'm not like sure. So right now it seems like a lot of the multiplayer is around, being able to play the game at the same time, which I think is great. And I like, if anything, Fall Dudes, what I will do when I make multiplayer levels is just have like, and this is kind of the whole idea of Fall Dudes, is just have these mechanics and platforms that I can just go in and I can take like some kind of obstacle, copy and paste it. That would be my like ideal, is to be able to have some kind of Fall Dudes and have multiple obstacles and multiple games and levels, and then you can just like make your own game or level, or even have them jump around to each other in terms of like start off with 10 players or 5 players, one person gets knocked off or 2 people get knocked off, and then the next 3 go on, and then you go to a different map or level. But I was also thinking it'd be cool to have like a multiplayer sync, like an in sync game, because like this game is a good example. Like this is a single player game, but if this map was set up to be delivered to have the same game as other people, and what I mean is having the same obstacles. So let's say we both played this multiplayer game to see who could get the high score, and we would be playing on different screens. But if there was the functionality to make sure that we have the same enemy obstacles so that whoever survived longer would be declared the victor, I think that seems like that's a different kind of multiplayer. That's like almost like a shared screen multiplayer, but basically it has the ability to make any game into a possible multiplayer game. Or you can even add stuff like a ghost image icon. That might be too complicated, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that? Right? Like the best example is like if you're playing Super Mario Kart and you see a ghost, it'd be cool. And this, I suspect, may even be easier because the only thing you would need to do is make sure if you have like 5 players and they're all playing Balls Rush, you know, maybe their enemies look like a ghost. Maybe you don't even see the ghost, but the main thing would be to have enemies be able to spawn the exact same, right? Because it wouldn't be fair if we had different levels or different spawnings of the levels. It only be a legit multiplayer, in my opinion, if we had the same obstacles. And I died at one of the obstacles, like obstacle 27, and you died at obstacle like 37. Like then that to me is also something I don't see, but because again, I think a lot of it is just to, the collaborative, which I suspect is a lot more difficult. And it's like it could still be kind of like the collaborative, but with like a ghost or a transparent enemy, or your friend that you're playing against. But something like that would allow the ability to make any single player game into a possible multiplayer, right? Like any game, any game with the leaderboard. So yeah, honestly, I'm just curious to see how they build that out. It's in beta, and it's like I don't know if you've had a chance to play. I've played some games which are nice, but yeah, I think they, HypeHype was talking about multiplayer. I remember because I was in this house, but it was like December of last year, and like talking about it. So to me, it's just another thing that HypeHype is just working on, and I think the multiplayer is probably like one of the biggest things, because if they can get multiplayer to work, then they can basically do what nobody else has been able to do in a big way. Like the only other multiplayer I can think of is like Among Us is a good one because you could have a lot of people playing. But when it comes to multiplayer in mobile games, everything has so far been just like fake multiplayer. And those games do amazing. Like people don't even care that they're not actually playing with other people. Playing with AI is okay. It's not as cool, but being able to play with your friends, like I mean, yeah, like I don't know when HypeHype will be ready for public. But until then, I'm just like trying to spend my days in here because, yeah, everything I've seen is they're always trying to improve, make the app better and better, and yeah, I don't know what to do with these balls. And all right, I'm gonna save this as a draft and see if I can't try something from scratch. Oh. First, we need a ball. And I want to do what I did with the colors. Oh, what's up, Bill? I'm a twin too. I wish there was like a simple way to get your favorite colors all set up. Okay, here. Yeah, I mean, that's why I hope they're thinking of multiple different types of multiplayer. I mean, they HypeHype launched Badlands, which is the Badlands party, which is multiplayer, but I don't have any friends on the App Store ecosystem. I don't even know how it works. Like, I don't even know how to have my name on the app. What is it? The Game Center. Like, I had trouble with the Game Center back when I was using it, and setting up Game Center on the App Store was always a pain. App Store and on the Play Store, it was always a pain. Like, it was doable. It just took time. Okay, visual. Going to blue. Put this to black. Just a little bit more like this. And I think the shininess, let's do like this guy. Come on. Okay, that looks cool. Alright, let's pick out the Apple Pencil. This might be faster. Diffuse to black. Remove the shine. Can't tell, the white doesn't. Oh wait, that's. But did I not just do this? And I don't want a pink white, I want a white white. There we go. It's nice. I don't always use an Apple Pencil, but when I do, I enjoy the crap out of it. I've been Googling how to like spin pencils and pens and stuff. As you can see, I am not that great at it. I can do the basic. Okay. Basically, if you remove the shininess, I guess it looks a little bit more like shininess and make the diffuse black. Okay, we just got the green. Okay, cool. And up the sky should be what, like a darker or lighter? Lighter, yeah. Oops, grab that. And we want to set it to 0, 0. Move it just like that. All right, so I think I'm going to have to spend some time offline seeing what I can do to recreate this game. Definitely want a dynamic ball with bouncy. And we have the joysticks that move the objects left and right. And then there's a compare node. I don't know, I just put whatever here. So I definitely got a long way to go, but I really like that game mechanic of tapping it left and right. And I think in the previous game, the ball is actually moving. So there's multiple things multiple things happening in a game like this. Either the character is staying still and all the objects are kind of moving towards the character, or the character is moving forward. And I think in that game, the character is moving forward. But what I don't understand is that if that is the case, how? Oh, and PT Jones, my favorite thing, or what I'm super excited to see, is multiplayer co-op development. That to me, I think is going to be the coolest thing. Like, so these are moving forward. Honor V. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed, so I'm gonna take a break and be happy with getting second place on this score. Vector transform V of -3. So that means that this platform